What's going on, Jerome's? The NFL schedule is officially out, and just leave it for a giant bloviating league like the NFL is like schedule dropping. It's big, and all of the schedule leakers just trying to do work the last day or two. It's like, oh yeah, that leak about all the out of conference games being in the first 4 weeks. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of right. First 3 weeks for the Vikings, but it is out. We already knew who the Vikings are going to play at home and on the road, but now we know when. And fortunately for the Vikings, a lot of noon games. I'm really excited about this. So let's dive in right away. First off, week 1 hosting the Packers. Now, the Vikings apparently have never hosted the Packers week 1, which is odd, isn't it? Ben Gessling, Star Tribune, pointed out that the Vikings have gone to Lambeau to open the season 6 times, but this is the first sub. It's kind of nice. Nice little warm-up game, and also, frankly, I mean, the Packers are a bit of a mess, right? There's a lot of moving parts going on. There's already tension between Rodgers and the 12-year-old boy. So it may be nice, especially with a truncated training camp and maybe even no preseason at all. You get the Packers early and get one division game under your belt. Please take care of things at home and split on the road and win the division. Do that up. So week 2, you're at Indy. So getting a little bit of Xavier Rhodes. It's going to be good. As well as I think it is good getting some of these teams early because you have Phillip Rivers taking over as captain and quarterback of the Colts. So getting them early when there's a little bit of rust, there's a little bit of just a feeling out period, I think might be good to get a jump on some of these teams early. So I think the Vikings potentially could start very, very fast. Titans week 3 at home. So I don't know if last year was a fluke. I really do believe in Mike Vrabel. I think he's a hell of a leader, and I think that they know what they want to be. They're developing a great defense. Tannehill played massively over his skis last year. He was great. He had like the number 3 highest quarterback rated season of all time last year. It was insane, as well as Derrick Henry. I respect teams that know what they are and aren't apologetic about it. So gotta respect them. They were the AFC championship game participants last year. So getting it on. Oh, Tajay Sharp revenge game. Let's go. So week 4, Houston. So just the absolute mess, and they have to replace Nuke. Will Fuller will probably be hurt by week 4, so we don't have to worry about that. Can you stop David Johnson? Can you actually get things back in gear this year? But also Deshaun Watson, can't sleep on him. So I think this is going to be a tough road game, but I actually like the Vikings' chances through 4 weeks. Next up. So, of course, you can set your watch by it. The Vikings will play at Seattle in a primetime game every single year, one of 2 primetime games for the Vikes. So, playing at Seattle, Central Link Stadium or Quest or whatever the hell they call it nowadays. Again, it's going to be tough. Russell Wilson and that defense, as well as they're developing some decent weapons on offense. I mean, Lockett and DK Metcalf are no slouches. So, that's going to be a tough road to hoe. That is a team that's going to be in the thick of the playoff race, so the Vikings can go in there, have some early momentum, and then just steal one on the road in a big primetime spot. I think that'll really flip the script on the narrative of Kirk Cousins, as well as Mike Zimmer and the Vikings just beating good teams on the road. So week 6, Falcons at home. I don't know what to expect from the Falcons. They really are a grab bag because on paper, they still have all the talent in the world. Now they welcome in Todd Gurley. We'll see what the corpse of I don't know. We'll see what the corpse of Todd Gurley can do in that offense. But you still have Matt Ryan. You still have Julio Jones. Calvin Ridley is pretty legit, too, and they're just trying to rebuild that defense. So, I mean, 6 weeks, 4-2? Do you see 4-2 here? I could see 5-1. Like I could easily see a spot where the Vikings get a jump on the Packers. Same thing with the Colts. Win a really tough home game against Tennessee. That would be a great feather in the cap. Take care of things on the road against Houston. Maybe not in Seattle, and then take care of the Falcons at home. So the Vikings are rolling into the bye week 7 at 5-1, 4-2. You'll take that. Also, the Vikings start out 1-5. Maybe Gary Kubiak is taking over, headed up to Lambeau week 8. Certainly a possibility. Week 8. Aforementioned going up to Lambeau. I do like that they are getting the Packers and the Bears out of the way more in the middle of the season because conversely, I think the Vikings could potentially start a little slow as well just because of no OTAs, no training camp, no preseason. But it is nice that they do have a lot of the similar pieces on offense in a similar scheme of Gary Kubiak, especially in the run game. Defense, going to be a lot of new pieces there, but still Zimmer. Right? So being able to go up to Green Bay while the weather is still pretty decent, getting up there and getting a nice little win. So right after the bye, you have a stretch of 3 division games. You get the Lions at home week 9. Vikings always seem to struggle just a bit against the Lions at home. I don't know what it is. And then the Bears Monday Night Football. Dun, 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 dun. Bring it on. Just the corpse of Nick Foles. Let's go. Then a nice little stretch of 3 home games, weeks 11 through 13. So you got the Cowboys late game, America's game of the week. Week 12, you got Teddy coming back in. Week 11, I don't know what's going to happen with Dak. But that is a pretty dynamic team coming in where you do have CeeDee Lamb, you have Michael Gallup if he's still on the team and not a Viking, as well as Amari Cooper. That is the modern day 3 deep. Plus, I mean, Zeke Elliott's still one of the best running backs in the game. Plus, that offensive line, even without Frederick, is pretty damn legit. So it's going to be tough. It's absolutely going to be tough. Week 12 Panthers. So I'm sort of bummed that they're getting the Panthers later on in the season because I think Matt Rule is a hell of a coach. I think Joe Brady's a very dynamic and bright offensive mind. Of course, you got Teddy coming in. Of course, you got Christian McCaffrey. It's going to be embarrassing. McCaffrey's the second best running back in the stadium that day. It's weird. Plus, speed, ridiculous speed on that defense. So I think by week 12, 3 months into the season, they may be starting to get things together. Words. There you go. Week 14, you got the Bucs game down in Tampa. Noon game. We'll see with Tom Brady, Gronk, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin, and Tyler Johnson. My God, that team is good. Keyshawn Vaughn, they're stacked. I'll also point out, so last 3 of the last 4 weeks are on the road. So that's going to be a big-time proving ground for the Vikings. So by that time, the hay better be in the barn, and they better go into the final quarter of the season 8-4, maybe 9-3, just to be on the safe side of things. But then you got the Bears at home. It's kind of nice that the last 4 weeks of the season are either – actually, no, hold on. The last 7 weeks of the season are either indoors at home or – well, indoors in general, because you're at Saints, at Lions, or in warm weather. So I think that greatly could benefit the Vikings as well. But then you got the Bears at home week 15. Don't end up with them week 17. It's kind of nice. Week 16 at the Saints had already been reported Christmas Day, which is on a Friday. So the Vikings, it's nice. They don't have to play on Thursday Night Football, but they do have to play on Friday afternoon football. So they got that going. And then week 17, finally on the road at the Lions. So I look at this. I think 11-5 may be underestimating this group because I think if they can get off to a fast start, hit that bye at 5-1, and then get through that nice little division stretch there in the middle, as I just get choked up. Just thinking about, is that you, Rona? I don't know. And then, again, the final 7 games, either indoors or in warm weather. Let's get this done. Let's absolutely get this done. Fired up, ready to go. Hopefully they play all 16 games. And that is all. All right, what are your thoughts? Vikings 2020 schedule is out. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us up in the Venmo. Please give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol, production value.